What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Steam and Steel by Greg Tame. It's episode 27. We're almost done. Yeah, we're back. I have made a lot of things happen off camera. Yeah, the past 2 days in IRL, I've just started getting obsessed with playing Steam and Steel. And then I did things, so this is now a horseshoe. Now it's 2 horseshoe. Now it's a squig. Now spaghetti. To get up to the quarry, so now that's an actual manageable grade. Now we have dug a tunnel with 2 trestles that go to the iron mine and freight depot. Basically, everything has been streamlined to make it more efficient for running trains a bunch. The log camp has a lot more things so it can hold materials now. Same with the lumber mill. Same with the quarry. Same with the iron mine. I think same with iron mine. I think even same with the smelter to an extent. Or no. No, I guess I didn't add any buildings there. What did I add? Oh, no, I added buildings at the machine shop. Yeah. So machinery, when you deliver that, it's like no. I'm not saying the stupid meme, but it's a lot of money when you deliver things to the machine shops. But yeah, now we're going to be running dual locomotives. We have 5 from the China Clay Railway, so we got 2 080s. We've got Tender Choo Choo and we've got Tank Choo Choo. Yeah, today we're going to be running this massive mixed train. It's fine. These 5 cars will be loaded with machinery, this box van will be loaded with tools, and then the rest of those will be lumber and beams. Or logs and beams. But yeah, Steam and Steel is interesting. We are definitely getting into the late game now, because of all of the materials and stuff. I mean, I could stop and load logs here. It probably actually would be easier if I stopped and loaded logs here right now, so gonna stop and do that quick, and we're gonna do that. But yeah, the H2 is a chooch. It is a choo-choo of all time. The one again, it goes faster, but it's not super fast. So it's got a top speed of 30 miles per hour, which is good. That's a very nice and healthy top speed because again, Class B 56 miles per hour. Please no, that is a not fun, not a fun thing to have to deal with. Because 56 miles per hour means that you want your railroad to be really fast, or else you're going to have a lot of accidents. And granted, I have had many overspeed derailments with 16 and 5. However, all of those overspeed derailments were caused by one thing, and that was hills without brakes, without sufficient braking powers. And because I do really hope that at some point we do get air brakes in the game, because the one issue with the game is that it's extremely hard to run large trains, to run later game trains with large trains. Because if your railroad has an hill, this choo-choo struggles, because when it has a lot of tonnage behind it, it just starts spinning. Like, see here, like you move the reverser a little bit and it starts spinning out of control. Dump that brake. All right, we're almost loaded with logs. Yeah, I built a passing loop here. Like, I can't run longer trains because all of this terrain is so steep. Some of the terrain is steep. This is definitely a spaghetti-ified railroad. I've probably spent 100 grand in total. Also, we have the new engine shed at the iron mine, some old wreckage of previous rails. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff around here to improve operations around the quarry. I've not really touched anything after the farm. I did actually. A long time back, we did start a project to just make a grade from the smelter to the slaughterhouse/copperworks, and we did that. And now there's a whole nother loop. You can go from the smelter down a hill to the copperworks, then around to the water pumping station. Then you can go for the lumber mill, go up that grade, and then take trestles down to the freight depot. It's a whole loop. It's really helpful and nice. Brakes. But again, I really hope that there's an option for later game cars, because I really am feeling the pains of not having brakes. I'm really feeling the pains of not having air brakes because air brakes would be, or even vacuum. I don't know how vacuum works, but also vacuum brakes would be really nice because it's anything that gives me a lever from the locomotive that will apply brakes on the cars is nice. Would be really nice to have. Again, we might not get it because of the era of the game and everything, but also I want to run 100-car trains because that would be stupid and funny. With I would need like five H2s, but also funny. So yeah, yeah. The new update definitely is nice. I'm very happy playing Steam and Steel. But some things that I predict that we might get eventually is that I think that there's a possibility that we might get, and I have no clue. I have no insider knowledge. I don't know anything about anything what Greg's planned. But I do hope that we get some sort of brakes for locomotives and cars, because there's already air brakes in the game, because the little dev locomotive, the B, not the Class B, it's just B. It's named BEE. B. It's a little black box on wheels that's like an electric choo-choo that has air brakes, and that would be really. So we know air brakes exist in the game. We just don't. They probably just don't exist for train for straight air brakes or anything. They just probably don't exist for actual braking. That just don't exist for full train brakes. They exist for brakes on the choo-choos, which still would be really nice because air brakes, if anything, is to take and while this may not be true in Railroads Online, air brakes would still be very nice and helpful. Because in Railroads Online they're too helpful because they give you too much power because they have too much power. Because you'll dump the air and then the cars will go flying because you'll throw on the brakes and the cars go flying. Load up all the way of tools. Alright, just to make my life easier, machinery, load up on those 3 wagons as well. This is going to be a very heavy train. So, which is why I have the H2 and the H on it. I might need to call another choo-choo, though. Yeah, an electric loco would be really helpful for this. If I had, like, 5... Because the Bs, I think, have around 30,000 power. I think they either have around somewhere in the 30,000s of power. Or I think they're about as powerful as the J2s. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna deploy the number 5 to help with this, because number 5 is good as a bank, as a bank, and not a back engine, a banker. It's really useful for that, and it helps supply braking power. It's great because it supplies. I think that's 42. This is 45. Yeah, the H supplies 44. This supplies 45. So they're basically this. We have almost 90,000 pounds of tractor effort, if not 90,000. Would be? Do we? No, no, we don't. We've got like 99,700 or something. So, but we've got almost 90, or no, we've got 89,700 something. So it's not, yeah, it's definitely not 100,000 not pounds, because whenever I say tractor effort, I keep thinking pounds. Because Steam still doesn't give us a rating of power. It just says power. It doesn't say tractive effort or pounds per whatever or horsepower or anything. It just says power. Which, keeping it generic. So, yeah, I can respect that. But I need the loco brake on the 5 now because it's hitting the grade. These brakes are not doing anything. But if we could get, I think that we do. I would love to get, if we could, because a locomotive with air brakes would be so helpful. Or heck, even vacuum or anything that has an air compressor or anything, basically anything that give me better brake equal good. I don't know what the first invention. I don't think it was definitely wasn't automatic. I think it was vacuum or straight air. That was one of the first two, and I also probably, again, one thing that would be really quality of life that I really wish that there was a little thing that you could emu that the choo-choos would automatically emu together, or like you could choose to emu the choo-choos or something, which would be really helpful in quality of life. But also, yeah, definitely not realistic to real life. You would have two separate crews running two separate choo-choos. All right, let's take the lumber mill route because we're stopping there. So actually, I have a stop to make at the log camp because I gotta drop off some of these tools. We'll also stop at the iron mine so I can drop off some more, right? 'Cause iron mine does want like tools, right? I think it does. Yeah, iron mine want tools, so we'll bring them tools. Oh yeah, I also did add another industry platform at the log camp. So yeah, I don't even know if we're in positives right now because again I can't see because of the thing, but yeah. It is choo choo that has wheel slip. Yeah, we have officially completed challenge. We've completed both challenges because off camera I also built the coal mine, so we've technically finished the game. Actually, drop a few more tools here. Why not? All right, 12 tools is good. Now that can start doing things. Verse. Okay, just to make this go faster, add the 5 so it can supply power. 5 has smaller wheels than 16, so it has lower top speed, but also has higher or less wheel slip, and technically that's not more power, but it's got more adhesion. Yeah, 16's attempting to be like the J2, the number 4. Not really enjoying itself. I already know I'm gonna need 5 for this grade, because even though I just emptied like half the tool car, I already know I'm gonna need more on this hill. So let's just add to the hill. Let's just give everything we've got because we've got a bunch of choo-choos. What's stopping us? Yeah, this grade, I'm probably not going to change anything. At least from the line from the log camp to up to the water pumping station. I'm not changing that because this grade is very. This grade already got redone. I think once or twice it's been redone to make it shallower, and this grade definitely works. But yeah, I've started building a lot of trestles, in the system. Okay, I am actually going to want to stop us up here. That was 4. Because I want to make sure I can pin down brakes and everything. And we're already slowed down enough, so. Yeah, the new Roblox updates are really annoying because the right click, well, the right click is definitely going to be helpful and useful. Alright, I've got 2 brakes on those machine cars, it shouldn't be an issue. The one thing that I really don't like is that whenever you right click, it just does that, which is really annoying. Please, if you know how to fix this, please comment because I really don't like it. Well, it is really nice. I can tap out and like watch YouTube. I can just tap out and go onto browser and look at browser things and do YouTube things and edit videos and stuff. And then I can just right click and my character will walk there, which is it is really quality of life, but also annoying because in Steam install you gotta right click a bit because you don't want to left click on something. You gotta angle your camera or something. You angle your camera, boom. Alright, I'm dumping that. But yeah, I just made a line of wood sheds here. Yeah, I think it is wood. I think they are referred to as wood sheds. What are they called? Wood sheds. Yeah, I've had just a line of wood sheds. Oh, actually, I need to drop off the machinery here. Seven grand for that. That is great. Demand bonus is checking every box. Actually, scratch that. Load up. I'll load up these other cars too, but there's no point in not because they can haul beams. So I might as well take them up to the quarry. I'll reverse first and then I'll go back down. Oh no, wait, that's the 5 that's in control now. Or no, I just had no brakes on? Huh. Well, I'll let 5 handle this because it's slower, so it's better suited for switching. Grab beams. Alright, grabs beams. Yeah, the hills are... I honestly probably will redo this curve that has been redone like 4 or 5 times. I probably will redo it again. Just because I do need to redo it. Because it still very much sucks. There. Okay, load up. Forgot lumber mill. What do you want? You want machinery, which I've already delivered some to you, but I can deliver more, so. Alright, add number 5 in. Honestly, you could probably, Greg, if you're watching, you probably could justify a number 5 as an 082. You probably could tweak the 08, the Class H's design and make an 082. You could Great Northern Railwayify the H. So. Okay, so yeah, it definitely doesn't make as much when you're not in high demand. So, no, don't do demand bonuses. Just do high demand bonuses because that gives those things. I'm definitely. That looks like 20 grand. Go. Is that good, or am I gonna need to reverse a little bit? Oh yeah, I am gonna need to reverse a little bit. Yeah, screw it, just add it there. All right, now it can hold more products. But yeah, I need like I don't know because I can't really make the trains much longer without them being too unreasonably long. Because if they get too unreasonably long, which they already kind of are getting to that extent and point, if I make them too unreasonably long, then it'll just be I need 5 choo-choos to hold this train, which we are not precision scheduled railroading this railroad, so because even with precision scheduled railroading, they have even though it's super unsafe nowadays. Imagine how unsafe precision scheduled railroading would be if they didn't have air brakes or automatic or anything. Imagine if they just had loco brakes and that was it. Like this is, I think, for steam and steel, this is considered precision scheduled railroading. For steam and steel, this is getting on that edge. Because we don't have diesels, we have steam. Granted, Railroader doesn't have diesels. It has some diesels, but it also is mostly steam. Shut off the. Actually, I'll keep the H powering this one, but I'll get it going slow. Where do you want tools? No, you don't. Darn it. Yeah, does the iron mine want machine? No, it wants tools as well, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't think the switch is set right, so... Stop. Alright, I'll unload these 2 cars and allow Cole to start processing more. Yeah, that switch is not set right, and I wouldn't have the time to set that again, so yeah. This railroad has definitely been precision scheduled railroading, as happened to this railroad. Yeah, meet the stupid line, yes, because we've got like a 7% grade over there, and then we've got a 5% down. So meet stupid, because it's stupid. But yeah, quarry. I don't bother with the coal mine. I don't care. I'm not dealing with that crap. I don't want to deliver rails when I could be getting the same thing for cheaper from the quarry. Because this just requires beams. That requires beams. That requires what rails, pipes, I think as well. And pipes suck, so requires rail, lumber, tools, and beams. All of those are really weird. Hang on, I'm gonna mute. Oh, ooh, would it be worth saving any of the beams? Would it be worth saving any beams for the... Oh, it would be worth saving some beams. Okay, I'll keep I'll keep some of the last few cars. Yeah, switch is set, so... Get her rolling, 5. And the screw shovels. Come on. Unload. Unload. Okay, I'll stop here, and now... now we go... Oh crap, that 12-ton van exists. That is one of the scariest things I've ever seen now. Because I can't get over it. The cars are too short. Oh, no, wait. Maybe I can. Can I? No, there's a sharp bend down there. I need to get over you. Okay, I'm gonna apply this handbrakes. Apply those 2 handbrakes and hope for the best, because 5 is still pulling. It's under power, Connie. Connie, it's in notch 8 full power. No, it's not. It's in, like, notch 1 or 2, I guess, would be for this stage. Well, these are all stake flats. Oh, but some of them are loaded stake flats, which makes that bad. I've applied 3 brakes. Yes! Yes, I'm over! I'm over! Okay. Back at the throttle of my chooch. Shovel coal into the firebox. But now I just realized I'm going to pull for a bunch of brakes, because I just realized the first, like, 7 or 8 cars are braked. It's fine. I think. Ah. Come on. Pull. Pull through my stupidity. Actually, it wasn't stupidity. That got the train slow enough to crawl. Alright, I'm gonna leave that at... I'll leave that at notch 4. Alright, unload the tool car. Unload these last few beam cars. I'm definitely making some amount of money, though. I need even more stake flats. I'm probably gonna get another set of 3 just to keep up with the lumber demands. Alright, I do also want a brake van. A brake van would be nice. Because having a brake van could mean me if I needed to do something or whatever, and I just crap realized again. Well, I've already applied handbrakes on a bunch of these cars, so... And I get launched into space. There's no danger of derailing, so... Get a good shot for the thumbnail. What the crap? Derail count 1. Yeah, alright, well that's what we'll end off. Alright, so we made I don't know how much money I got. But we'll buy a brake van just because why the heck not? 20 times passenger wagon. No, wait, not passenger wagon. Brake van. Here we go. We'll get blue. Or no, for this train, we'll mark this one train 1. So train 1 will be light green. This will be train 1. Of course, the brake van doesn't have any captions. Alright, well, screw it, bye. Okay, got a car. Got a brake van kind of car. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you all next time where we end off this season. Yeah. Well, floating trains. Bye. Have a good day.